Celebrities. They're petty, just like us. From cheating scandals to heated arguments, there have been some pretty messy breakups for some of Hollywood's hottest couples, starting with Taylor Swift and Calvin Harris. Now, these two were so in love when they were dating. They hung out with Taylor's adorable cats and posed on cute inflatable pool flamingos. If that doesn't signify everlasting love, I don't know what does. But then they shocked everyone by breaking up. Soon after, Taylor started dating Tom Hiddleston, and Calvin let loose on his Twitter account, letting out his rage, practically fighting with people who claimed that Swift's new song was about him. Talk about drama. It also doesn't help when it's the people that were so invested in the relationship. I don't even know why such a love-struck couple with a great Insta presence would just break up like that. Their babies would have been so cute, man. But his short-lived fling with Taylor Swift isn't Calvin's first messy breakup either. There was also a time when he was dating popular singer Rita Ora, but Calvin went and announced their breakup extremely publicly via Twitter. Seriously, what's up with Harris and having Twitter meltdowns? Rita later claimed that the breakup made her want to crawl in bed and die. Yikes. To make matters worse, Calvin even refused to let her perform the song they'd worked on together. Yep, the British singer was supposed to sing "I Will Never Let You Down" at the Teen Choice Awards, but Harris decided to be that salty guy and told her no. Also, is anyone else noticing the irony of that song title? I hate to be that person, but that did not age well. But that wasn't even the first awkward breakup for Rita either. Before there was Calvin Harris, Rob Kardashian and Rita Ora were linked for 2 months in 2012 when things turned sour between them. And boy, was there drama. Not only did they scrub their socials clean of any evidence of their relationship, completely scrubbed clean, it didn't stop there. Rob decided to go on a massive Twitter rant and accused the For You singer of cheating on him with nearly 20 dudes. I mean, come on. Seems a bit excessive to me. As if that wasn't bad enough, Rita went down her own Twitter spiral and tweeted about Rob's, genitals, calling them whack. Rob responded to that, but I'll refrain from spilling the gory details here. Just trust me when I tell you that Rob went too far. Even though their short-lived fling had a rather memorably rocky end, Ora has managed to completely erase it from her memory. Well, good for her, I guess. But the reality is that drama always finds the Kardashians somehow. Remember Kim Kardashian and her marriage to Kris Humphries? Their entire relationship is one big question mark. They were famously married for just 72 days before getting divorced in 2011. Seriously though, that has to be some sort of record for the shortest celebrity marriage ever, right? Okay, wait, no. Britney Spears and Jason Alexander beat them. They were married for 55 hours. Jeez. Anyway, as if the 72-day marital bliss wasn't bad enough, the basketball player accused Kim K of using him for fame and cheating on him with, you guessed it, Kanye West. Now, the KKW founder has denied both these accusations, but here comes the uncomfortable part. Their split wasn't really finalized until 2013, which was just a few days before she gave birth to Little North, which we all know is her firstborn with Ye. Kim should thank her lucky stars she wasn't born in the 1800s or something. Back then, this would have been a massive scandal that would have completely rocked the entire community's foundations. So, does that mean that Kim cheated in the marriage? Did she fake the entire relationship for fame and money? This whole suspicion isn't even the most craziest of ideas, considering Kim's manager is also her mom, evil genius Kris Jenner, who has done a whole lot more in the past to make sure her daughters remain in the spotlight, front and center. Well, guess this is just another Kardashian mystery we'll never know. And speaking of, on the other end, we have another affronted lover, Amber Rose, who backs up Humphries' cheating claims time and again. She's made suggestions that Kanye cheated on her with none other than Kim Kardashian while he was in a relationship with Rose, which eventually caused them to break up, and it all seemed like everything had calmed down when Kim and Kanye had Northwest and became Kimye, and you all thought this was forever love, until Kanye became Kanye and started publicly slamming Amber, making the most awful claims about her. He was being so damn rude if you ask me. Since then, all three, Kim, Kanye, and Amber, have had a rocky relationship, but ultimately the girls made up. And we all know where Kanye stands today, in the same crazed land where Kanye thinks only Kanye is right. The whole thing with Pete Davidson should be enough of an example to convince you that the rapper has rather problematic views. At some level, you might have laughed at some of Kanye's insane antics. Although, when it comes to his breakups, but never forget the OG of all painful celebrity breakups. The one where Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake annihilated our hearts. They loved, they laughed, they lived, and they wore matching denim, but they ultimately lost. Then Justin Timberlake released Cry Me a River, and our hearts broke a little more. They haven't spoken to each other since, or at least not that I know of. Timberlake and Spears may have called it quits more than 2 decades ago, but like the fans, I'm still majorly invested in their rocky romance. But even their messy breakup wasn't devoid of cheating scandals. While Justin released his breakup song, Spears went and released her own 2003 ballad, where she sings about forgiveness and how this song is her sorry. Fans of the two have long suggested that perhaps Spears was unfaithful during the relationship, and it doesn't really help when Timberlake's music video features a Britney lookalike who relives the whole story. Alexa, play Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake, and then cue up Every Time by Britney Spears. I'm gonna grab a box of tissues and remember the good old times. See, breakups can be hard to deal with, but you know what doesn't help to smooth things over with a scorned ex? Yup, you guessed it, it's Tyga, who is the prime example to follow of what not to do when you break up with your partner. And rule number 1 is to not quickly move on to date a 17-year-old, who also happens to be the younger sister of your ex-fiance's best friends. Is that complicated enough for you? Now, Black China has repeatedly spoken about Tyga cheating on her with Kylie Jenner, and then she also brought in a major twist by revealing some rather romantic text she got from Tyga while he was dating the youngest Jenner. And from that point on, all we saw from everybody involved was a lot of public shade, from makeup lines and cooking shows to social media meltdowns, but nothing beats China's ultimate move. She indulged in one of the most twisted post-breakup revenge plot lines by getting engaged to Rob Kardashian and having his baby KO'd. Now, I'm sure you can imagine how insane of a mess this would have caused, and it kinda did. When Tyga was dating Kylie, and at the same time, Rob and China were expecting a baby too. Jeez. I'm guessing Christmas dinners would have been pretty awkward then, right? Well, those were the messiest, most public celebrity breakups ever. See you in the next video.